welcome to Bamfordrose and another question of the week. This week's question is clutch wear on V8 Vantage. Every week on some forum or Facebook group or whatever, someone will ask the question about how long does a clutch last on a V8, and then 100 people will chime in with probably their own experience of mileage and wear with the clutch. And there's some people that are saying, hey, clutch wear isn't a problem because I've got 70,000 mile out of mine and therefore there can't be a problem with the clutch. And other people will report much lower mileage before the clutch is burnt out. The clutch is a problem on that car. If someone has dragged 70,000 mile out of a clutch on their car, they've been very lucky in terms of the manufacturing of the components on that particular clutch were good to start with, and their use has been very, very light to the point where you'd have to question should you own a sports car, because they really haven't had any performance pullaways or spirited drives if you've managed to get 70,000 mile out of the clutch. So the reasons why they fail is it's a single plate clutch, it's not a twin disc clutch, the flywheel is not heat treated. So if pulling away from stationary, and this is where all the wear and the heat occurs, not when you're on the go, if you're slipping the clutch quite a bit to pull away smoothly, then it's going to heat up the flywheel. The flywheel's going to distort. That's going to reduce the contact surface area of the friction plate on the flywheel, and then that's going to be ever decreasing circles because it's going to get hotter because there's less contact area, and this starts the wear in that component. So if someone's flywheel was machined perfectly straight from production and they had 100% contact area with the friction plate, then they've got most amount of clutch material to slip, to pull away on, and they might not encounter the overheat. This is why some people can report high mileage from a clutch, whereas others, perhaps the flywheel surface wasn't square to start with and they're on a greatly reduced contact area, and now when they slip the clutch it overheats very quickly, and then it in turn distorts the flywheel and is into this ever decreasing circle problem of overheat and clutch wear. So that's one area where the clutch can fail, and as I've said, it can be not the fault of the driver. It could have been the manufacturing of the components not quite within spec to start with. The next would be the pressure plate side of the clutch, the fingers, the springs failing. This is because of repeated actuations. Probably it was a city car, and that means that the fingers will relax. The stroke the slave cylinder has to go through to clamp the clutch to separate engine from gearbox is at its maximum. Perhaps it doesn't quite separate the engine from gearbox totally, and there's a little bit of clunk on a gear change, which is because of drag. So burning the clutch out is one reason why they'll prematurely wear, and the other reason is drag, so it will clunk into first and second. But that doesn't happen, the drag doesn't happen on the twin plate clutch, and you've got to put all of the root causes of failure, the drag and the clunk and the friction plate and the unheat treated flywheel burning out, down to quite low grade components for a premium sports car. The better alternative is a twin disc clutch and a flywheel that is heat treated, and that gets it's a solution to both of those problems.